Monday. Isn't it crazy how some Mondays are just like, pure frustration. The weekend went by too fast. I'm not ready. Or sometimes Mondays are, all right, it's a fresh new week. Let's start it off right. Let's start with positive creativity. I'm hoping that maybe these Mondays together could be those inspirational Mondays. I recently picked up 25 magazines from a Facebook Marketplace. Super cheap. Lady just wanted them to go to a good home. I have Summer Magic Crochet, Summer Decorative Crochet. All these are from the 90s. And it looks like her favorite time of year was November, December, and April. Kind of odd. I didn't ask. I didn't notice that till I got home, but I think it may have been like a holiday splurge or maybe a birthday treat or just a little something every once in a while, because some are, maybe 2 of them are June. Either way, they won't correspond to the month we're in, except for the first one. So there's a couple duplicates. I hope you enjoy. Let's sit down, get cozy on a Monday, get a drink. Let's take a look. Cheers. May your Mondays be the beginning to a good week. Ooh. Bye. Are we cozy? Are we ready for our first? Electrolytes, I'm feeling well hydrated. This first magic crochet is February. The second magic crochet that I have today, usually it'll only be one. I don't have very many of these. This one's February 1998. This first one is February 1997. I'd like to point out Valentine's Day. It says crochet for your man. Magic crochet. Ew, no, he told me from the very beginning, do not waste the time, do not waste the yarn. He is not gonna wear a crocheted itchy sweater. I have crocheted him a mini project, mini sweaters, socks, which never fit him properly. He complained constantly about the toe seam, the heel not healing. The only other thing I've ever crocheted from a man was a requested blanket yarn hat. He described it as he needed a football helmet to keep him warm on the boat. He wanted it not to get in his eyes, but he wanted it to come down and cover his ears. I crocheted it at a camo blanket yarn. Supposedly he's worn it. I've never seen it, and I never got photographic evidence. So crochet for your man, I think, no thank you. If you've got a man that appreciates and wears the crochet, cheers. I appreciate the warning. I mean, that's part of gift giving, right? Can't give someone something that they're really, really not gonna like. So I kind of did a brief little flip through, and I noticed a lot of fun techniques going on. Lots of diagrams in these. They're mostly thread crochet. Some are extremely simple, and some get very, very complicated. I appreciate that it says a current steel hook size, and it talks about different thicknesses. Every single one of these catalogs starts out with pictures of how to do each stitch, which, looking back, that must have been incredibly difficult to learn how to do some of these stitches by just illustrations. It's demonstrating filet crochet and how you're building up a graph, filling in or leaving windows open. leaving squares open or filling them in. Just fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. And then there's a lot of little projects. You could do it in any size yarn, and there's written instructions. But on curtains, just a little tie back, a cute little border that you could add to a baby blanket or the bottom of a crop top shirt that's in these stores all the time. I'm not wearing a crop top. I want the second half to the shirt. You could bring them home and crochet a little border on them. Should I cover every surface in my house with a doily? I'd love to. So there's some fun little appliques, some African violets. Ooh, what are these? These are pretty. Those are leaves and stems. Flowers growing. They don't say what kind of flowers they are. I guess I just assumed that those were African violets. Pansies, violets. I cannot remember what these are called. Fun. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, Jeanette. Hoot hoot. These are pretty. They're 3-dimensional. That would be beautiful going down a long hallway. The birds are singing today. It's nice and bright. Oh, so we just did the Morning Glory dishcloth, and it had the 3-dimensional aspects on it. Very nice. So technically this is saying this is Irish crochet. Autumn. It says autumn. Snow bells. How pretty. So I guess if you put a 3-dimensional doily on the coffee table, that would keep people from stacking stuff on the flat surface that I then have to clear off. Maybe that's why Grandma had doilies everywhere. No one had the guts to set their keys and daily junk on it. Ooh, look at this one. Look at this one. Some grapes, some grape leaves on an Afghan. Very simple stitched Afghan, big thick border, accents, and there's no writing. Does it say before? Nope. Nope. Does it say after? It's gotta. Oh, Martha's Vineyard. Martha's Vineyard. Now that is pretty. Okay. I know you're excited. I said grapes. We got some tops. Nice little summer tops. I can see one of the characters on Friends wearing that one. When was this catalog out? 1997. We're aging ourselves with a little firearm. This one's nice. Very open air. Wear it over a tank top in the summer, made with some cotton. I like that one. Wouldn't make it in brown. Let's see. It's a women's raglan cardigan, and they use knitting yarn. It's crocheted. It's worked with an aluminum hook. See? Oh, don't see much more than that. Again, some nice little diagrams, and there's also written. If you saw any patterns in there that you would like me to share with you, can make some arrangements. Email me at hookedonwishingcrochet. It's in the description box. There's some underscores in there too. I didn't think of that when I made my email address. I made it kind of lengthy. This is a very pretty page. That looks spring fresh. Top your table with pineapples. I do like a classic pineapple, I do. More grapes. See, maybe I need to make a table runner. I do like decorating the table every month or so. I change up the theme. Oh, Cindy, Pups and Crochet. Wouldn't that be pretty as a little curtain on a window to let the sunlight through? That's a cute one. That pattern's called Best Friends. They made it in crochet cotton size 10. They used a steel hook, US 7. That's a 1.5 millimeter. We're working down on the small side, but not micro. Do it. Make something tiny. Oh, this pattern. Oh, somebody folded the page. Oh, and I see some math going on. How interesting. I love seeing other people's notes. And then if I work that pattern, taking their notes into consideration always helps my thought process on the pattern. It's like crocheting along with a friend. Ooh. Very pretty. Why'd they make it so long? Rose garden. It's not a tablecloth. It's too thin. Oh, it's a curtain panel. Oh. That would help let some of that spring sunlight in with keeping some privacy. Lots of tablecloths and bedspreads. Oh, we have a craft. A patch tree. That's some fun little artwork. Let's see. What'd she use? They used one of those styrofoam balls. Seen those at the $1.25 store. They used a wooden skewer, and they cut some squares out of scrap fabric, about a 1/2 inch squared, and then they poked it down into those foam balls. That's fun. Oh, some cross stitch. Ooh, isn't it pretty? Oh, I wish I could do it. It'd just take too much of my crochet time. Lots of embroidery in this one. Lots of samplers. Hey, what's this magazine called? Magic Crochet. Okay. I thought maybe it was one of those decorative crochet ones that are in there. Ooh. Now that's mesmerizing. Oh my goodness. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 repeats of a diagram. It looks intimidating. It's not. It's not. You start with just one inner circle at a time and just work yourself up, work yourself up. And then when you get to this row, you work yourself around, and when you get here, you start here again and you work yourself around, one row at a time, one row at a time. It looks difficult, but honestly, there's very, very few stitches. I see some double crochet, lots of chaining, and I see some slip stitches. That's it. If you can chain and you can double crochet and you can slip, you could do this. It just takes peace and quiet. See, that's the challenge. Keeping my mind focused on one thing as I'm working them and not getting distracted with all of the other things. Just disconnecting for a minute. That, my mind finds joy in that. Just taking just a little bit of time and just saying, okay, nothing else matters right now. This is a pretty one. Again, looks complicated. All those tiny little stitches. It's a thread granny square. And then you make these flowers to apply onto it. That would be Irish crochet. Motifs, organized motifs. This is a good little magazine. Oh, we have some clothing. Don't know if I'd wear it. If I made it, I'd be obligated to wear it. I don't really have motivation to make that one. It's pretty. I think when clothing inspirations are shown in white, kind of turns my mind off a bit because I know things don't stay white at my house. Pretty little hat. That's got a lot of starch in it to keep that brim, huh? Oh, look at the basket. That one's stiff. With pine cones you collected on the onset of winter, or the colorful dried flowers, fake fruit or sweet-smelling potpourri are 2 more options. Nah. Although, if I had a nice basket like that, everyone could dump their keys and change into it at the end of the day, and then it wouldn't be floating around on the coffee table. Thank you for visiting me on a Monday. I hope that helps inspire something in the week. Maybe challenging yourself to a project where you would think it would be intimidating, but just saying, hey, I'm going to start it, go until I'm not enjoying it, and set it down. You have a great week. I'll see you soon. Thank you for visiting. Bye.